Hi, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and welcome to another Insider Marketing Secret. Now in a moment, we're going to discuss the Insider Marketing Secret to making better Facebook video ads. Before we do that, let me ask you, do you know someone who could use some help with their advertising and marketing? How about you do them a favor? Let them know about this podcast. There's two ways to get it. You can either get it through our website just by subscribing, or you can go to the Apple iTunes store and subscribe there. Either way, they're both free. One comes directly to your mobile device. The other one we email to you. That's pretty much the difference. Okay, let's get into the Insider Marketing Secret on making better Facebook video ads. This is one we get asked about a lot because video is massively powerful and Facebook is doing great things using video. However, I should mention that when you do use video on Facebook, there's two things that you have to consider. Facebook considers it a view if it's been viewed for more than 4 seconds, and it needs to capture people's attention with no audio, because for most people in their newsfeed, it comes up with no audio at the start. You've got to actually click on the video to get the audio. So you want to make sure that your video works at the very least in those first 4 to 5 seconds with no audio at all. Now, the other thing you need to do to get your Facebook video to really fire is pick your audience. It really is one of the most crucial things in any advertising and marketing, and yet it's something that a lot of people overlook time and time again. But because Facebook is a giant database, then you can use it to tailor those audience preferences. For example, are you trying to get this video to people who are already friends or customers of you, so they already like your page on Facebook? Or are you trying to use it to grow a new audience? You see, if it's people who already like your page, you can select that as a parameter. So no one else will get to see it except for people who fit the parameter of already like your page. And in fact, you can even niche it down to smaller than that. You might decide that you only want women who already like your page, or people who live in a specific area and already like your page. Equally, you can use it to target people who don't already like your page and fit other criteria as well. So that's got to be part of your consideration when you're setting up your video. And honestly, it's really important because knowing that will help you tailor the message so that it's talking to the right group of people and you're not just having a quick shotgun out into the ether hoping to hit someone. The next thing that you've got to do from an insider marketing secret point of view is make sure you capture their attention really quickly. Successful videos on Facebook get to the point straight away. They should be able to see it and know what it is. It's not like making a television ad where you might hold the main thrust of the message back until deeper into the actual ad. You want to get that up there right at the very front. And here's something else you need to consider. Don't make your video look like an ad. You see, if it looks like an ad, people have a natural resistance to it. So try and create something that doesn't look like an ad. It doesn't have an air of desperation, for example, about it. It has that lifestyle, that relationship feel that you're trying to use Facebook to gather traction with. So tweak your ad so that it doesn't look like an ad. Use it to build relationship and call to action at the same time, and it will be more successful. Another thing to keep in mind is how long does the video run? After all, you're not restricted like you are in a television commercial where it's got to be 15 or 10 or 30 seconds. You can have the video run really as long as you like. However, longer videos need to be used in a specific way, in the same way that shorter videos need to be used. And after all, you don't want them having to watch it for too long. People's attention spans are very short these days. So you've got to get in, capture their imagination, and call them to action as quickly as you can. That doesn't mean you rush through it. That just means as quickly as you can for the offer that you're making. So other things to consider is, do you do the call to action in the video, or do you send them to your web page, for example, or to a link that they've got to click through to whereby you can call them to action? Remember the W's that I've always spoken about. Who are you talking to? What are you offering? Where can they find the product? When can they find the product? After all, scarcity is your friend. You want to limit that time. And why is it important that they choose you over choosing someone else? So get those W's right and you will get much better traction in your videos. And remember, create separate ads for separate audiences. Don't try and be all things to all people in any one ad. Think about new users, recurring users, or people who are friends of your Facebook and people who aren't friends of your Facebook. But remember, most of all, above everything else, make sure you are very clear in your call to action. You need them to do what you want them to do. Something else that you should also be considering is what's known as A/B testing. Run a test where you have the offer slightly structured in a different way and test one segment of the audience with one version of it and the other segment with the other version. And you do this to small groups of people. And when you've worked out which one's going to work most successfully for you, dump one version and go hard with the other one. And finally, make sure that you combine the visuals of the video, the voiceover and music to get the maximum impact into your video. After all, you're trying to assault all of their senses, or at least seeing and hearing. It's going to be hard to convince them that they're smelling something, but you know what I mean. Seeing and hearing so that you're getting the maximum amount of impact. So there you go. That's the insider marketing secret on getting your video to work on Facebook. Now, if you need help with this, because a lot of people do struggle with it, then please give me a call or send me an email and we'll give you a call. It is something that you need to get right because you can be wasting money on your advertising and marketing if you're not getting it right. And I hate to see people wasting money on advertising that's ineffective. All right, until next time with some more insider marketing secrets, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and I look forward to talking to you about your advertising and marketing in the very near future.